news. It's Rise Guys Headlines.
Before we enter the Plex, we wanted to alert you all and tell you that we're live video streaming right now.
There we are.
You can text the word social to 72341. We will link you back to all our social medias, or you can just search at the Rise Guys.
Don't forget standard message and data rate supply. Don't text and drive. That's tlcmotors.com text line.
Thank you. Over to you, Paige.
Oh, thank you.
Yes.
Well, the job is his, should he accept it. Who is going to be the next James Bond?
You said he, so I was thinking it was going to be a girl.
Oh.
I thought not that they were going to change the name. It might just be shortened to Bond or maybe Jane Bond.
Then they'll have all these sexy dudes that Lady Bond seduces during the movie.
Yeah. She's like, I'm not interested.
Yeah.
Who will play 007?
Where's Octopussy at?
Well, I'll tell you the movies that he was in, and maybe you can guess. We'll start with Kick-Ass, Bullet Train, Avengers of Age of Ultron.
Okay, I thought it was going to be McLovin for a second.
That'd be good.
I saw Kick-Ass.
Yeah.
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 Oh, God, Nicolas Cage.
Oh.
Yeah. Who was in Kick-Ass? Nicolas Cage and McLovin.
McLovin and the girl.
Aaron Taylor Johnson will reportedly be the next James Bond.
He's that dude who looks like Will Ospreay.
He's handsome.
All right, I got to Google him. Not because you said he's handsome. I just don't know who you're talking about. Say the name again.
His name is Aaron with an A.
Yeah.
Taylor Johnson.
He looks like Will Ospreay a little bit. Just not as attractive.
Oh, wow. Like Will Ospreay and John Stamos had a baby.
Kind of, yeah. Wonder who broke his nose.
Aaron Taylor Johnson.
Oh, wow. Boy, you ain't kidding. This looks like he's got scoliosis in his strills.
Yeah. He must have got hit one good time.
Looks like he's using Snapchat filter. He's doing
Let's
that
see.
one.
Oh, it's the guy who played Charlie Chaplin in Shanghai Nights. I don't remember.
I remember him on Bullet Train. He was pretty good.
But what was he in Kick-Ass?
He was
Just one of the bad guys, maybe? That don't matter.
Let's see.
I haven't seen that movie in so long. There was two.
Yeah, Jim Carrey was in the second one. But he didn't want to promote it.
Hmm.
I remember that.
So he's expected to accept the role later this week. And he was recently asked about playing 007. And Aaron said, quote, I find it charming and wonderful that people see me in that role. And I take it as a great compliment.
He's the guy who played Kick-Ass in Kick-Ass.
He was Kick-Ass.
He was Kick-Ass in Kick-Ass.
Huh.
Yeah.
Wonder why Roger Craig stopped being James Bond. Oh, what happened?
Physically, it was
football world.
It was
hurt him too much.
demanding.
It's too demanding, fat boy.
Well, I mean, not too demanding, but I mean, if you've done so many movies and it's hard on you. I mean, every movie up until the last one, No Time to Die, was
It'd be
his last.
great.
Oh.
Throw him in like a quick scene in the next Fast and the Furious movie.
Yeah.
It'd be cool as hell.
I love Daniel Craig. He's got pretty eyes.
He's good at the Bond stuff. His Bond movies have been a little different, but I like the way they've done them. They've all been really good.
Yeah.
Now he's dead.
He's dead
in the movies. Yeah.
Oh,
but yeah,
Oh.
Aaron Taylor Johnson's about to hit the A-list for sure because he's the lead in the Fall Guy movie, and then he's playing Kraven the Hunter when that comes out, and then he's in the new Nosferatu as well. Those all come out this year, so he's hitting the A-list big time right now.
God, Nosferatu was a Dracula.
Yeah.
Did you know that?
Yeah.
Well, let's talk about brackets. March Madness brackets. You gonna do one? You excited?
Mine's
about
already
that?
busted because Virginia lost last night.
Well, poo. I'm sorry.
you get your TV, ask you who's your favorite team so we can record them for you.
Yeah, I said Skip. Skip's my favorite team.
I taped Furman. I was like, I'll support them.
Mm-hmm.
So they're not an option anymore.
Mm-mm. No, they didn't make it this year.
There was a poll. I don't know who fills out all these online polls. They have lots of times on their hand. But how many Americans plan on doing a bracket this year? Well, according to this, 30% of Americans say that they plan on doing a bracket, and more than half of them will put some money on it. I mean, if you're going to do it, you better go hardcore, I think.
You know, nobody has.
And ruin your child's future.
If you're going to play this complete and total game of chance, you should definitely go hardcore about it and spend money.
None of the national guys have Clemson or South Carolina getting out of the first round. Evidently, Oregon's really good.
They must know. My TV must know because they were not an option on the record. It was Furman was the only local.
I didn't do one. I haven't done one in many years.
Mm-mm. That's when I did. I was made to do.
Yeah, that's me. Or I have to.
I've never done them before, so I did. I didn't just start and stop. I just was made to do it one
You know
time for
what?
a sponsorship thing.
Turned me off about that is I sat on a plane with somebody, and that's all that he talked about for an hour was the bracket.
Were you on a plane with Dick Vitale?
And
by
I said,
chance?
I don't.
He call you baby a
You're
lot.
going, baby,
Throw
No.
the bracket, baby.
baby.
Heard you win Playboy.
Did this person happen to throw a chair during the flight?
No.
Okay.
No, I said, you're boring me. Please stop talking about basketball. So
Wasn't the greatest Texas Tech
it was
coach of all time.
some person.
He
So-
retired at Texas Tech, right?
Yeah, I believe so.
Oh my God.
Passed away, what, a couple months ago?
Yeah.
I watch them both. And I want to say South Carolina they're pretty good. That's going to be a good game against Oregon.
Let me tell you something who is good and is going to be freaking awesome. And I'd like to think that maybe, just maybe, he has or did listen to our show at one time. That's a young man by the name of PJ Hall
Oh,
for Clemson, who's from Duncan.
Mhm.
DJ.
His family still lives there.
why is
I'd like
he
to meet your
listening
son.
anymore?
Get him to sign some balls.
I'm sure.
Basketballs.
I'm sure one of those teams will make it out, right? I mean, they do book it now to ensure a lot of first round upsets, though. They totally seed the teams now planning on first round upsets. They have to book in 11-5 now.
Got to.
Well, you always want that. It was always Gonzaga. It was always who was the other one? It was always a state, something state.
Michigan State.
LSU.
Michigan State's been good.
LSU State. I don't know.
Louisiana State.
It was LSU and M.
yeah.
Gonzaga's at the point where they get in every year. Like they didn't win
Yeah.
their conference.
I mean, John Stockton went to school there.
Yep.
I mean, they had a lineage.
So
30
did Dan
years ago.
DeCal.
He's Oregon.
He is. I thought he went there.
He's a duck.
You know,
Who's the other guy went to the one recently went? It was like 10 years ago went to Gonzaga. That shaggy headed guy, Adam something.
Morrison.
That's the one I'm thinking.
Oh
of.
God. Yeah, he was
Yeah.
from
He's got
Cin-
band,
Cincinnati.
man.
The Gonzaga.
Gonzaga. Oh,
I don't like Morrison.
So most of the people put their brackets together as a random office poll. And according to the study, people asked if they consider this type of thing gambling, and 51% of the people say they do, and 25% say they don't think it's gambling, and 24% they don't know. They're
if
not
there's
sure.
money involved, then it is.
Mhm.
If there's no money involved, then there's not. It's a pretty clear cut answer.
Mm-hmm.
If you're just doing it for, laughs and giggles,
This is why Roy Cooper wanted legalized gambling in North Carolina before the tournament. He's like, we're gonna make a lot of money off tournament bets. Get it going.
That makes sense.
heard a little Trump there. Make
About-
a lot of
Well,
money.
Make a
lot of money. It's
One
gonna be
in
big.
3 Americans say they plan to follow NCAA March Madness this year, and they're in for the long haul. So
Yeah.
hope their team wins.
Tom T. Hall.
Well, that first
Mhm.
weekend's really quick, and after that, it's like, you gotta wait till prime time for the games to start.
The first weekend's fun because it's just there's always games going on and exciting finishes. No matter when you turn on the TV, something's wrapping up and it's exciting.
Also, I'm really, again, I said this the other day, but I will say it more a little overboard. I'm really encouraged and somewhat shocked by the acceptance of women's basketball. Like,
Wow.
people are on fire about it. Like,
Yeah,
they're
Caitlin Clark
good.
has $500 rookie cards already,
yeah.
still in college.
He
Yep.
said the acceptance, though, but I mean,
They
you
put
have-
they put them in the same pack. I
Yeah.
mean,
You
it's
have
no
to-
longer women's cards; it's basketball cards. That's pretty amazing.
They've
And
done
what
a great
people
job
should-
at marketing it up in the last few years,
Mhm.
and people are more interested in it because
they're
mean, they-
kicking ass. That's what it is.
that's the rest of my sentence was going to be. You're right.
Yeah, Caitlin Clark the market for her stuff is
Incredible.
ridiculous.
Incredible.
Selling out home games. She's already broken records.
They
was-
should name the Hall of Fame after Brittany Griner.
They just want to see her now.
All right. So, when Justin Timberlake did that show in NSYNC, they came out on stage. You were thinking, is there going to be a new tour with them? Well, you might want to think again, at least for now. So the other guys in NSYNC aren't sitting by the phone waiting for Justin to call.
Joey Fatone is busy selling hot dogs in the mall.
That closed down.
That's
Yeah.
right. You said that.
Yeah.
Damn it.
Yeah,
Maybe he is available then.
Fat one's out of business. His schedule's
it.
free and clear, as far as I can tell.
They did a combo tour before. Like they didn't, it was a couple of them, a couple of Backstreet Boys went out.
Remember though, the Super Bowl, they had the background dancers that looked like NSYNC for Justin Timberlake. I remember they
Yeah.
had one guy that looked just like Fatone. I'm like, oh my God, it's Fatone.
That was
Oh.
the Minnesota Super Bowl because that's where people wondered if he's going to do Prince.
When they came out from like the top of the stands and went, yep,
Yeah.
it looked just like him.
I think it's one Patriots one.
So, Paige, are you getting ready to tell us that NSYNC will be playing Birthday Bash this year?
Oh, I wish. Well, according to Joey Fatone, he says, quote, a lot of conversations do come up where there's a few things that have been spoken and we go, no, we're not going to do it. And there's been times that he said no. And it comes down to scheduling and what everybody's doing in their life. And you know how that is on a regular basis.
His hot dog stand closed. He's available.
Well, remember Lance Bass was doing stuff like going to space at one point. But I think he just did that because he didn't have anything else to do. He's just bored, so he went to space.
Man, it's gonna happen. Like Timberlake's never gonna need the money, but it's
No.
gonna be him throwing them a bone at some point.
But Fatone saying, "Oh, we're so busy." No offense.
Mm.
We're so busy, and schedules don't like his schedule is.
I don't know
Right.
what he's up to. He might have stuff going on. I don't know.
He might
Yeah.
be doing Jokers again.
I mean, I don't think it's like entertainment stuff, but he might. I don't know. He might spend a lot of time volunteering with stray dogs or something.
Right.
Maybe he's busy doing that.
And probably what it
From
comes
hot
down
dogs to stray dogs, the Fatone story.
I
Yes.
imagine his schedule's pretty open, but I don't know for certain it is.
I want to see his.
Does Justin need
network.
does Justin need to tour? No. Justin Timberlake can do it on his own.
Well, he's got a tour though.
This is-
You're not going to make it off just putting out albums anymore.
Yeah, but I mean, he's going to focus on his tour first, and then maybe down the road if nothing else is happening.
But they're not gonna be able to dance like they used to, you know.
I
What,
would
JC's
bring
hair?
you guys on tour with me,
You
just so you know.
You don't
JC's gonna have hair
to
down to his ass. They keep waiting around.
What did you say Timberlake's net worth was?
$250 million.
Fatone, and this is the most used one for this, usually fairly accurate, 7 million.
I'd be good on that.
I would be
Uh-huh.
fine with that.
I'd be good with that.
7
Just don't do
million?
anything dumb. You're fine.
Even
Seems low.
even 1 million.
You can even do a few dumb things and still be fine.
Yeah, but Fat Boy, remember the Lou Pearlman? They got screwed out of all that money.
Yeah, they still had the single record for no strings attached. I think it was like 2 million in a week. That was Jive, I think, back at the time, right? This makes you wonder, like, do they still get money off that? Is it all down the streams and you get that?
I'm pretty sure that the what was the album sold the most in a week? Didn't they hit over 3 million at one point back in the
It's
heyday?
the
of
one where they
CDs?
look like puppets.
Yeah, the no strings attached. I think it was like 2.2 somewhere in there.
That's what it was.
I think it's still the record.
It
It
seems
was
to
at
me
the
that
time.
like one of those Eminem albums hit over 3 million in a week.
Yeah, it might have been.
I'm gonna look and see because I'm curious now.
Might have been the one where he's talking bad about his mom.
Or the one he's talking about that
You
fan
know too
that
much
wouldn't leave him
about
alone.
this.
Or the one where he hates everybody except his daughter, like that ain't talking.
Yeah,
All right.
Hey Haley,
I forgot he had
Mhm.
2 daughters.
that was original Eminem though, not the clone.
You see the-
Adele's 25 by Adele sold 3.38 million copies in its first week in the U.S.
Oh yeah. that was
In
good.
Sync in 2000, yeah, had the record before last year.
And that means sales, like so some and not hard copies, but people actually physically purchasing, downloading an album.
Mm-hmm.
Who does that?
I especially in 2023.
Final.
Or 4 now?
Well, this was last year.
Oh,
yeah.
I see.
Yeah.
I thought I was off.
On page in those Your Eyes Guys headlines.
Man, oh man. Now what the other one? What's the one we didn't mention from NSYNC? The one that had the drug problems. I want to see what he's worth.
Oh, you talking about AJ from Backstreet Boys?
Oh,
He's got new music
Yeah.
too. Then.
Oh, I'm sure it's
NSYNC had
wonderful.
had the top 2 fastest selling albums before
Mhm.
Adele took that spot. They had No Strings Attached and Celebrity were the
Yeah.
2 fastest selling albums, and then the Marshall Mathers LP.
See now, maybe
Celebrity
man.
wasn't that
Now
good.
this is bothersome to me. AJ McLean, the guy who like had all the gambling issues and drugs, stuff,
Mhm.
20 million, almost 3 times Joey Fatone.
Yeah,
Wow. Joey.
Man,
I think they were doing it longer.
They need to let him borrow some money.
it shows you the top 21 fastest selling albums on this list I'm looking at. You see stuff like No Strings Attached, Black and Blue,
Views.
Encore,
Black and Blue.
1989,
Slob Zombie.
The Massacre, Millennium, Born This Way, Chocolate Starfish and the hot dog flavored water.
Blood, sweat, and beers.
That one doesn't fit in.
Biscuit.
What's
Millennium's a
interesting
good
is
one.
Taylor Swift is on here multiple times because when she put out Taylor's version, it hit the list again. So she had
Oh,
the same
yeah.
album on here 2 or 3 times. Well,
Yeah.
2 times.
Good for her.
Yeah, but sometimes those things like what's her name? Margot. What's her name? Margot Price.
Robin.
Margaret Price.
Mhm.
Margot Price.
Yeah.
Her most so when you go put a playlist together, go to the gym or whatever, you put in the artist you want to hear. You know what her number 1 most played song is? At Willie Nelson's birthday party.
Uh-huh.
Her singing happy birthday to Willie Nelson's her most played song.
Yeah.
Because it's got Willie Nelson in the title.
Yes.
Crazy.
I don't want to listen to a birthday song. I'm trying to work out.
Yeah, that's true. You don't want to listen to that. You only want to hear that at Ryan's.
There we go. You can't hear it on the
You work
podcast
out
right
to
now, but
this?
he's playing some jams.
Can't do it.
I see you running on the treadmill to this.
Yeah, we're playing
Yeah.
the jams, baby.
Mick Foley loves her.
Yeah, we done.
Okay.
We ought to be.
She threw him off the stage through a table
Yeah.
during the concert. All right, we will take a break. We'll come back and we'll say goodbye to those of you on the live video stream. Hello and thank you. And we'll do happy birthdays or suckets and a whole bunch more. It's the Rise Guys. Good morning, everybody.